Hi, everyone. I'm Lynette. I'm the marketing director at Liz Moore and Associates. And today I am here with Liz. Hello, Liz.
Hey there.
And we are going to be talking about over asking price. So, Liz, I saw statistics that you shared with our agents recently about price, and I just found those numbers absolutely fascinating. So, can you share with our viewers here a little bit about what you found?
Absolutely. So we dove in, the agents were talking in a roundtable that I had about certain trends that we're seeing in the market. And I'm a big proponent of being a student of the market, not necessarily just the statistics that the MLS provides us, but really taking a deeper dive and trying to figure out where things are headed.
Mhm.
Um, our conversation centered around when are we seeing the peak of the seller's market. And so what we did was we pulled all of the listings since the beginning of the year by month
Okay.
and looked at the relationship of what sellers were asking versus what buyers were paying.
Okay.
And it's very interesting. So in January, 16% of all listings that sold over asking price.
Wow.
38% sold at asking price, and 45% sold under asking price.
Interesting.
But wait for it. So that was January. In April, so just 3 months later, 29% paid at asking and 42% paid over asking.
Wow.
So
Just a couple of months.
72% of the sales in April
Right.
were at or above asking price.
Wow.
And that's a pretty, and if you go back and look at January,
Right.
February, March, you can see the trend upward.
Right.
So it's very interesting information.
Right.
And we broke it down even more granular than that to look at it in price bands. In our Williamsburg market, for instance, the hottest price band in terms of sellers getting over asking price is between $300,000 and $400,000. And that's interesting because you may have thought it was below
Right.
$300,000,
Right.
but it actually was 15% higher between 3 and 4.
Wow. That is pretty interesting. So as for if you're a seller in this market, what's your advice based on those numbers for a seller?
So,
Yeah.
um, everybody
Obviously.
says in real estate, it's location, location, location.
Right.
But one of the things that I have learned over and over again in my career is it is really timing, timing,
Hmm.
timing.
Hmm.
And March was the hottest market in US history in real
Wow.
estate.
Wow.
That's definitely proving true in our local market. But
Right.
one of the things that we're seeing is sellers are beginning to get that. And so we're seeing more and more inventory at the market.
Hmm.
And so I personally believe that we're going to start to see it balance a little bit. We're already seeing signs of cooling in some areas. And that's where these statistics can be extremely helpful, because as we start to see them tick down, we
Right.
are going to have some insight into what's going to happen in the coming months.
Right, right. Well, that's very interesting stuff. If you have been thinking about selling, you heard Liz, it's timing, timing, timing. Or if you've been thinking about buying, we would love to help. We've got a lot of really great agents. We can match you with an agent who is an expert in your area. If you want to drop us a comment, send us a direct message, you can shoot us an email at info@lizmore.com. We'll hook you up with an agent who can help. And if you're interested in the statistics that Liz was just speaking of, if you would like for us to send them to you in an email, or if you've got further questions about that, just let us know too. Give us your information, and we'd be happy to pass along the deep dive into all of those actual numbers. So great. Well, thank you so much, Liz.
Absolutely. Have a great day.
You too.